Hey everyone, happy back to school day for you parents and kids if you see this. If you don't know who I am, I'm Dan Frost from Raymond James, and today on Frosty Friday, we'll be talking about 10 things schools don't teach you about money. So the first thing they seldom teach is that you don't need to have a reason to save. Have some money set aside just in case of an emergency. You might never have an emergency, but they don't call them surprises because you expect them. Better safe than sorry. Second, schools don't often tell you that you are your most valuable asset. You really need to think of insuring yourself because your entire life is funded on your ability to get up and go to work. We call this longevity risk, and the younger you are, the higher the risk of losing your ability to earn an income. The third thing is that there's some good debts and bad debts. Good debt, like a university education, is typically associated with a higher income over time, or assets that can grow in value like real estate, whereas bad debt, like a car or credit cards, tend to lose value once you've used them or purchased them. Think that's not a problem? Manulife Bank did a debt survey in 2019 showing that 48% of Canadians still carry credit card debt, costing them compound interest. The fourth lesson not taught often is the difference between saving and investing. Saving is the act of putting money away for future consumption, like in an RSP, tax-free savings account, or saving up for a car. Investing is putting that savings amount to work for you so that your money collects interest or dividends and can grow. Saving is far less risky, and it isn't necessarily putting your money to work. Number 5 is that starting early is better than finishing strong. Almost every aspect of life gets better with time, and compound interest is no different. It works magic when left alone for long periods of time. You want a head start. The 6th lesson that one learns is that cash doesn't often equate to king. It's good for the short run like an emergency fund, but it won't often win in the long run. This is due to inflation. Inflation is the cost increase of the goods and services you buy every day. If something will cost more in the future, inflation's likely the cause. This is one of the biggest risks to your money over time, so it pays to learn about this right away. The 7th thing is that investing and gambling aren't the same thing. Gambling involves a degree of chance, often benefiting the host of the game. And investing is participating in the ownership of a company or lending your money for a period of time to receive interest payments. Yes, it may still involve risk, but with proper knowledge and help from someone like an advisor, you will find the most comfortable amount of risk for you and build a plan for success. This brings us to number 8, that risk is misunderstood. There's more to risk than up and down. Everyone takes risk every day. When you get in a car, play a sport, fall in love, or even just not studying for a test, there's a degree of risk involved. Investing has a different set of risks. We can't cover them all in this short video, but taking a risk isn't a bad thing. You just need to learn what kind of risk you're willing to take and then make choices based on how good or bad that outcome is. 9th is something that affects every Canadian over the age of 18, and this is having a will, power of attorney, and personal directive. These documents are vital for every person that I come across. A will is a document that states your wishes when you die. A power of attorney allows someone to have control of your financial decisions if you can't make those decisions for yourself. And the personal directive gives someone control of your personal decisions, like your health care or treatment, if you're not able to do it yourself. We will dive into this at a later date. The final thing that school won't teach you is that money can't buy happiness, but it does give you choices. We've all heard the age-old saying, and it's true. Money is merely a tool to help achieve your goals, but it's not usually the goal itself. However, I've never met anybody who said they wish they had less money, so understanding what you want in this life is hard but necessary. Spend some time to pick the best choices for you. That's all for this week. I'll see you again soon.